You are live on the intranets, gentlemen.
So how's it going in your world?
Oh, shit. I didn't press record on this one. Let's try it again.
Okay.
Now do it.
So how's it going in your world?
Ding. Microphones are on. And those of you watching live, we are doing sound check because Graham has too many fucking kids and jobs.
Thanks for tuning in to Soundcheck. We're going to start the main show now. Because I want to go home.
Mr. Graham is in a mood.
I'm done.
It's Festivus.
I'm fucking over it.
Let's all right, go ahead. Air the grievances. Let's get into it.
You've aired your one grievance on the internet. Do you have anything else?
No, it's always that. It's just that we have a bunch of people in our closed group and none of them download the show.
My hierarchy
Yeah.
is one of my grievances.
Yeah.
Cunts.
Yeah.
They're all cunts.
Yeah, pretty much.
Every last one of them.
Yeah.
What else? My children are ungrateful.
Okay.
My wife is exhausting.
Uh-huh. Well, she's also about to bear your fourth.
Which
She
I
gets a
can
little
understand.
bit
I
of a
didn't say it
pass.
wasn't understandable. Just said she was.
Right.
This job blows.
Uh-huh.
This time of year.
Yeah,
and
it is.
the
It's tough.
worst
It's
part
really
is
tough this
I
time of
love
year.
this time of year.
Yeah.
I really did. For the last 12 years, I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it. And I do what I do for the 15 fucking minutes of smile on my kid's face. And that's
Right.
it.
Yeah.
And it's like, why?
Right.
I just don't fucking care anymore. I don't fucking care. I really don't.
Bah humbug Graham tonight.
Oh, I'm gonna challenge everyone in my office to a feat of strength. I'll tell you that. Somebody's getting dropped off the top of the building at some point. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm not in the mood, man. I'm not the one today. Don't fuck with me.
Oh,
Don't fuck with me.
Well, at least you have this creative outlet to get things off your chest.
Yeah,
and-
something like that. Just end up getting hosed for that too. So
You did great. What are you talking about getting hosed for that? You didn't get hosed for anything.
I will get hosed for it. Everybody's gonna just turn me into a meme, make fun of me, put me with a bunch of black cocks around my face, do whatever they want to do. That's all I am to them is a meme. I just don't care. I'm over. I'm like Ricky Gervais the last time he hosted the Golden Globes. I don't give a fuck. We're about to fucking talk some shit tonight.
Okay, good. As long as
I
you're
forgot
ready to
my
rock and
notes.
roll. As long as you're ready to rock and roll.
I'm doing
for the
everything off
show.
stat. I'm doing everything off stats on
Houston.
FOTMob. Don't care. Forgot my notes. I wrote my notes. Fucking don't have them.
Cool. A lot of my notes tonight are more opinion based anyway, so it's
Great.
more leading questions.
Good.
so.
No, I'm gonna fucking wing it. I don't care. I don't care. I might say the total wrong shit. Fuck them. That's how I feel today.
Everything I said in the car, just out the fucking window.
Oh yeah.
There's no fucking way we're gonna be able to do it.
What?
Oh, I was like, let's keep it to a tight hour.
Oh, we'll get to an hour because I don't care. As soon as he goes like this, I'm gonna just stop talking mid sentence. I don't give a shit. That's where I'm at. Hey, wrap it up. No problem. Done. You got it. Fucking move on.
Hey, Sam. Well, then let me tell you the following.
Those of you just tuning in, we are in
Unzip,
sound check.
Crack, and please take a long swig of something.
I'm over it, bro. I don't care. I do not care. I don't like this job anymore. Oh. I don't like
We are live on the intranet.
Yes,
my
we are live
family
on the
for the
internet.
most
Sure,
part.
Billy goes full send. Leroy.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck yeah. That's what a great reference. Yes. That's how I feel right now.
Okay, all right, boys.
Let's come up with a plan. What are we doing? We're gonna deliver honest, quality,
Last
biased
commentary.
Taylor
commentary
says-
on the English Premier League.
Last
We're gonna do
show-
this. We're gonna do that. Here comes Graham. Leroy Jenkins. And I'm gonna just give you fucking Mo Salah scored, cunt. Who cares?
If you pass out here, the guest bedroom is open and ready and clean for you.
No, I'm driving home. Fuck them too. Fuck them pigs. I don't care.
Taylor says last show before Graham leaves for paternity leave. Fuck it, I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Because what's coming beyond sucks
Sure,
too.
Billy, I will let you choose my poison, either Durban poison or grape ape.
Oh, there we go.
I asked Carly to go to do a curbside pickup so she doesn't have to deal with the faux pas of the dispensary because her medical card gets tax-free.
Right, of course.
She's obviously very pregnant. She was like, I don't care what people think. I'm just walking in tomorrow. I said, all right,
Girl.
cool. Great.
Getting you your gummies.
No one's gonna care.
Need some gummies.
No one's going to get, because it's going to be CBD. It could be buying gifts. It could be anything.
Whoever she's buying from's going to know what it is.
Well, they don't fucking care. Nobody
She's hooking
cares.
it up. Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Well, we went.
Nobody does care. You're right about that. Nobody cares.
Nobody
Walked into my building. I saw a total of 3 people
Wow.
in my building 2 days before Christmas. Yeah.
Nice.
3 people, Sam.
3
I'm out
people.
there busting my fucking ass. And I have an SWD tomorrow because I busted my ass so much.
You have an STD, what?
SWD. A salesman will deliver.
Yes, the shit I used to hate, especially because my ass was in Charles County and the office was in Baltimore.
But
And
at
they
least-
considered me close county because I lived in Anne Arundel County. They'd be
Yeah.
like, fuck you, fuckers.
But at least it's one of the ones by my house, so it's not that big of a deal.
Oh, that works out nicely. That's
Yeah, but I still have to drive all the way up there. That owner actually asked me if I had been drinking for the 3rd fucking time since I've known him. And I've put him on my do not want to call on this account anymore list
Wow.
when they do the reorg.
Wow.
Yeah,
He
it was
just
like,
found out
no,
says that
I
you've been
just
drinking.
can't be tired. Is
Right.
that okay with you if I'm just tired?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
fine? Can I be tired?
Yeah, I've worked 18 straight days. Can I be tired, please?
You fuck! Can I just be tired?
Yeah. No, you can't.
No, I can't. No, sure can't. I've had to have been drinking.
Yeah.
I had been drinking, but that's not the point.
Oh my God. Taylor, I just noticed.
Oh, fucking brilliant.
Trobilly says grape ape, and Taylor just said the only thing they care about is wearing matching shirts. How cute.
Yeah. There we go.
To be honest with you, haven't put in my order for the new Drum Shack in 18 months.
Yeah.
I've loaded a cart 4 times
Just haven't
and
sent
just
the order.
haven't done it.
Take a screenshot of your cart, send it to me, and I'll take care of it.
Yeah, we've talked about that too. Still haven't done it.
Just take a screenshot. Just
'Cause
take a
she'll get it
screenshot.
cheaper.
All you
I
have
kn-
to do
I
is
know.
take a screenshot.
I know.
Not even have to send me anything. Just screenshot. Super easy. 2 buttons. Two.
She's trying to make life easier.
I've been on a pub
Graham.
crawl already. That's why I look awesome.
She's the Festivus fairy.
Oh, and I'm the Festivus fairy. That's why I'm
she's
wearing my
wearing a
tutu.
tutu. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I do like the top. All right. Careful. I do like the top. The top is nice.
We
The
went,
tutu's all right as well.
we went to
The old, is that what
Oh,
they
I
would
get to
refer
watch
to?
me. We're on delay, so I'm going to get to watch me do the little tutu dance here in a moment.
Is that what they would call a halter top?
No, it's a leather
What's
bustier. It's a leather tank top.
a bustier?
It's a leather tank top.
That got hard just
And they brought it.
saying that word.
There we go. See, Graham, we're working for you here,
I
buddy.
came home from work. First thing I did, broad the fucking gum off, young.
Well, so we just got back from Chesapeake, Virginia.
I'm sure that was a blast.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I mean, full disclosure, for me, it's it's kind of boring, right? Because it's the whole family's there, and it's all the
What?
kids, and it's the kids.
It's the cutest of cute.
It was fun because we had both the newborns, and then the 4, 6,
It was
and
the best
2-year-old
weekend. Honestly,
are all there, and they're
It
playing
was
and
the
they're having
best weekend
fun.
I've had
and,
in a long time. It was great.
That's good.
I just kind of sat
was
in the corner,
absolutely
play
great.
games on my phone.
But that's okay.
Occasionally talk to
you
somebody.
were perfect. You did exactly. You got food. You held babies when we needed to. You played games. You
Yeah.
drank beer. You hung out with the brother-in-laws.
Yeah.
You took care of mom. You did everything you needed to do. And we got some Waffle House. And we got some Del Taco. And you got new material.
I had all this stuff I was gonna, and she just goes, and you did.
Yeah.
Speaking-
Sound
because
check over.
Graham said, "Get this shit rolling."
Good. Speaking of family, real
Yes.
quick.
I'm
Yes, sir.
producing a show.
My nope.
we are
It
still
sure wasn't
on live
half-sister.
on the TikTokies.
My half sister Randy. She did made a baby
Oh, congratulations!
after the miscarriage about 6 months ago or so. Her and her husband are pregnant again.
Very good.
And
Congrats.
they announced it yesterday.
Okay.
With a during the family gift exchange, which is why I wasn't able to do my notes yesterday, which is why I had to try to hustle to do them today, which I did hustle and do them today, and then fucking forgot them after I printed them out.
Right.
Yeah, so there's another baby coming in the Graham clan.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah.
Hey,
Again.
Taylor, this one's just for you. Graham kind of looks like Kate Pearson right now with a beard. And
Get fucked.
you know who Kate Pearson is?
No, but you can get fucked.
One of the
I know you can get fucked because I know this is not going to end well for me.
one of the female singers from the B-52s, the
Nice.
one who did
Yeah.
Shiny Happy People with REM. Yeah,
Sure.
you get that kind
Yeah.
of
All right.
font hair going right now.
Nobody's going to... whatever, man. Do your worst. I don't care. Again, I don't care. I'm probably not going to look at it.
So as Mel mentioned, we got to go. We went to Waffle House, and she's only been once before. I've been a bunch, but it was when we got down on Friday. We went over to the sister's house, had dinner. We were hanging out, and everybody finally kind of we get back to the hotel room. The other sister shows up with her kids, so we immediately, because it's cold, we get down there with the luggage cart and everything, kind of get
help out,
in, get them loaded in, and watched Beetlejuice, which was fucking terrible.
I bet.
It was just not good at all.
Can I real quick about Waffle House?
Yeah.
They...
I'm going to talk a little bit about Waffle House in a moment, though.
Okay, no, go. Well, I'll wait for that then.
So we watched the movie, and the movie's done.
Are you going to say anything relating to the CEO shooter?
We are liver on
No.
TikTok for the
Okay,
first
good.
time
I'll save it for that
live.
then.
So I I look at her and I'm like, hey, it's midnight. This is actually the prime time to be going to Waffle House on. Really, 2:00 in the morning
BX
is.
Gunner
But
says, go during the day. Waffle House at night is terrible.
we did go during the day. Also,
No,
We went
Waffle
twice.
House at night is awesome.
So-
It's some of the best people watching you'll ever have in life.
We
the best.
we pull up, the entire crew, couple of younger guys, couple of older guys, all outside, all fucking cheering a blunt.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, Waffle House.
this is the way Waffle House is
Hashtag
supposed
Waffle
to
House.
be.
Yeah.
Stanky, good old
Come on.
stanky weed too.
All right, this is a great time to bring this up.
Yeah.
Waffle House, I believe it was their actual Twitter. It might not have been. It might have been somebody spoofing it. But when the CEO shooter, the United Healthcare CEO shooter, Maggione, was found at that McDonald's,
Yeah.
Waffle House shared a fucking meme, or someone pretending to be Waffle House shared a meme that said it was just an old lady with a cigarette hanging out of her mouth behind the counter of the Waffle House.
Yes.
Inside.
As one should.
Just waved them in and said, we'll hide you in the back, sweetie. Come on. And it said, we ain't no snitches.
Yes.
Fucking Waffle House. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
We get in. Mel gets herself
Yes.
a chocolate chip
Sure,
waffle.
Billy. Yes.
I get one of the bowls.
It was
right?
amazing.
They were the whole team.
That's just for them. She's not going to say what he
Service was
said.
amazing.
They
the
were-
people were amazing.
They were fantastic.
Yeah.
The service was actually on point. They killed
Yeah.
it. They
We
nailed
brought
it.
my sister back a to-go order, and it's the first time that I've ever had a perfectly timed to-go order where we're walking out the door with the sandwich so hot, I think it's going to melt the plastic bag. I give it to Kate, and she's like, holy shit, how is that still hot? Waffle House, bitch.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
like when we walked in, right? Because we pulled up and walked in, legitimately like 5 other tables walked in right behind us. So they got everything, got smacked at once. They handled it like motherfucking champs.
Yeah.
They were
It's
fucking
bro,
brilliant.
Waffle House.
Yeah,
it's like me
exactly.
and
It's
Rob
just-
doing weed and playing Rocket League.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
just-
until the gummy hits, you can't zone in.
Yeah.
And Waffle House is like, once that meth by the dumpster starts twerking, you're fucking good to go.
Good to go.
Let's get some pancakes out.
So, no. It's a Waffle House. No pancakes.
Oh,
Only
waffles. Whatever, bro. Let me tell you something. It's the same thing.
Got you.
Okay? It's
I
the
have a
same
riddle.
thing. No, I'm not wrong. It's the same thing Carly
She
tries
said
to
she
do
had
to
a
me
riddle.
with pasta.
Yeah.
Spaghetti's different from linguinis. No, it's cut different. It's shaped different. It is still eggs, olive oil, salt, and fucking flour. It's the same thing. Fuck off. And waffles and pancakes are the same fucking thing. Just one is put in a pan with reckless abandon. It's put in a pan. The other one is put in a tidy little container that you flip halfway through.
There you go.
It's the same shit.
All right.
I'm not having that either.
All right. So the other.
I have a grievance about that.
I have a riddle.
Okay. Yeah.
No.
Sure, Billy.
What?
What has 8 teeth and 6 breasts?
Cat.
Three Waffle House waitresses.
Waffle House night shift.
So we did that the next day. There was actually a freestanding Del Taco. Are you familiar with Del Taco at all?
No.
So Del Taco is an offshoot of Hardee's, like Hardee's Carl's Jr.
It's already down.
Well, they have. But Del Taco is based in the West Coast, right? So the best you see out here occasionally
Is a Taco Bell.
Is a Hardee's that'll say featuring Del Taco, and they'll have a couple of tacos, right?
Okay.
Well, this was a full-blown, just freestanding unit, right? And we went there for lunch, and I can tell you this takes the biggest shit on Taco Bell ever. It is 1,000 times better than the Taco Bell. I mean, namely just because most of the shit is kind of fresh. Like, where, like, Taco Bell just ain't fresh. Like,
What an advert.
yeah.
Hey, Del Taco. Most of our shit's kind of fresh.
Yeah, had, got to have a fish taco
What are
with,
we
like, a slaw on
doing?
it. It was great.
Why are we doing this?
Because it's your creative outlet, Mr. Graham.
7 years people been listening to this shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Why are we doing this?
Oh, boy, do I have a bus to steer tonight, boys and girls. And we
Del
did do-
Taco.
and we also-
Some of our shit's kind of fresh. You heard it here first, folks. You're welcome.
Hold on.
it-
DU football show. Some of our shit's kind of funny.
Yeah. It's the same thing.
I would.
So Del Taco's doing it right, is what you're saying.
Exactly. At the end of the day, it's still a fast food taco joint, right? So it's like we'd much rather just go to a local Mexican
Taco
restaurant
place,
and,
yeah,
and
whatever,
have
yeah,
really
yeah.
good fucking tacos, right? But for what it was, as far as a fast food chain goes, it was 1,000 times better than what Taco Bell was. Just
You know-
8,000 fucking times
You
better.
know what I think I might do, actually, now thinking about it? It's our last baby, obviously. Thursday is the induction.
Right.
Knock on wood, she makes it to Thursday because we don't want to miss Christmas with the girls. But there was a little less than a mile from our old house. There is a taqueria that is fucking phenomenal. Taqueria del Parque is right on the corner of Patterson Park, right across from one of the schools right there.
I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's phenomenal, that place. They speak barely any English. Their tortillas are hand pressed, handmade. All the food is done properly. They are phenomenal. This time, what we haven't done in the past with the previous two, we are doing this time, is packing a bunch of snacks and stuff. And we've gotten the last 2 times we have done after she's given birth and able to eat like sushi.
Right.
Like we've gotten sushi ordered to the hospital.
Right.
So she could have something that she loves that she hasn't been able to have, right?
Right.
I think we might, on the way in, just as like a tour of the city, like this is the last time we're doing this. I think I might suggest we do a Taqueria del Parque order on the way in, and take that for induction. Take that for dinner.
Going with you're not gonna do it in Annapolis. You're doing it up in Baltimore.
Yeah, we're staying at Mercy. Yeah, Mercy's
Where you've
awesome.
done
She
both
fucking
of them
loves it
so far, so yeah.
She loves it there. They are awesome. They do a phenomenal job. They're a great hospital. Good people.
Good.
Yeah.
Love it.
And one of the Diamondback managers, actually, his wife has been, for both kids so far, has been the sonogram tech when they do
very
her
cool.
non-stress tests and stuff. So there's like a at-home work connection as well, which is nice. They always take care of us. And she's going to be up there Sunday, I think he said, is her only shift for the rest of the year. Because she saved up some vacation days and that kind of stuff. So she's going to hopefully stop up and say hello
Very good.
while we're
Love
there.
it.
Yeah.
Mel over there doing all kinds of shit.
What you got going on? A lot of wires there.
I think she's turning some lights on herself. I really do think she's trying to light up some lights on herself. Yes, she is.
She got startled by it. Mm-hmm. Did you tuck away the
battery?
The battery right in your tits there, huh?
Yeah, she did.
That's hot.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. But Taqueria del Parque is dope.
Yeah.
It's actual legit. Most of their shit is fresh all the time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's their tagline.
Yep, sure, Billy. That's the show. Some of our shit is kind of fresh.
All right. Well,
By the way, Mel found her second pen.
All right. Should we go ahead and get the show started?
Let's get
Yes,
it over
did.
with. I'm good. Let's go. Fucking
Shit, I forgot which is which.
Let's just say my wife. My wife is she been a lot.
Yeah.
What?
We're both a bit much today. I hope you're ready.
Twin powers unite.
We are Captain Planet. We're Captain Banter.
I already stopped it.
Oh.
I'm sorry. You want me to start again?
Yeah, do it
Just
again.
Hold on.
Doing it.
All right, ready?
Yeah. We are Captain Banter.
No.
She'll fix it.
Except for the fucking Patreon people who
No.
are watching live are going to be
No
like,
one's gonna know. How's it gonna
cares.
know? No one's gonna know.
Hey, listen.
Hey, Graham, we're exporting sound check right now. If someone wanted to get sound check, how would they get it?
Patreon.com/DU Football Show. Just sign up to that $5 tier, and you'll get all of our extra content, sound check included. You'll also get Injury Time, which is our preview show.
Yep.
Just do that so you can hear the seamless edit that Mel creates on my Captain Planet joke.
Yeah. Exactly.
Captain Banter.
You seem to be peppier, Mr. Graham.
Nah, I'm still pissed.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah,
I don't like it.
There's a smile on your face. You've laughed a couple of times.
Yeah, I guess.
I love you, Graham.
Love you too. It's not y'all.
I know.
It's his fucking job. It's this time of year.
I'm just giving you a little pat on the head.
And I just hate it because I love this time of year. I love this time of year. This job fucking sucks.
Yeah, it does. This time of year, it really does.
I hate it.
Yeah.
And it makes me hate it.
Yeah.
And it feels like I'm working my fucking dick off for about 12 minutes of kid happiness.
Yeah. Well, that's,
Which I should be enjoying hours of kid happiness
right. Should be like a day
in my
full of
household.
fun
Yeah.
and yeah.
And it's just not.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking of all the shit I got to do.
Yeah. Very true.
Just hate it.
Very, very true. Well, the good news is you ain't got fuck all else to do except for answer some phone calls the rest of the year.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
And I might not even do that.
Yeah.
Because I told you, I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm done caring. It's not just about the show. It's about work too.
Yeah,
I
heard.
don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Don't care. I'm done.
Sam Graham. I don't care.
Yeah. Nah. That's the theme for the rest of the year. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Hey, Mel, you tell me when you're ready to rock and roll.
I'm just waiting on you.
Okay, let's do it.
This is Hiram, Chelsea fan, and make sure you guys press record at this time, you idiots. You're watching the DU Football Show.
How about you try to play football?
Yeah, it's exactly what I was going to say. But you know what? Graham's feeling
weird
a little
insult.
spicy today, so we're going to go ahead and let him jump right
I
in.
would say, what a weird insult when they played like fucking dog shit.
Yeah, well, the only problem was we were at a live show one time, and all I had to do was press the record button, and I didn't do it, so we did all this talking, and only they heard it.
Yeah, but
Let's start the show.
yeah, you're right.
Born in the land of Bowie, Maryland. Bred to be a fan of fucking Everton. Punch you in the eye and drink your rye. Sam Houston.
Sam Houston?
Arsenal fans have another Sam. AKA the fucking Gooner Graham. Stump of a lord. Look straight in shorts. Sam Graham, hey.
Sam Graham.
Fucking United! Fucking United!
Hello and welcome to the DU Football Show, a completely biased recap of the English Premier League as told by two common American schmucks. I am your host, Sam Houston, and across the way from me, he just doesn't care anymore. My
That's
co-host, Mr. Samuel Graham.
I'll do it live. I'll do it cold. I might just make it up.
Hey.
That's what our government does. I don't care.
You get real pissy if I don't do this, and you just did all that, so allow me to do this. How you doing, Mr. Graham?
Nah, pissed. I'm annoyed. I'm over it. I'm done. I'm glad this is my last show for a while. You know what I'm excited about? Going to the hospital to get some sleep.
There we go.
Because I can't do that at home.
You can finally get some sleep.
Yeah.
Sam Graham, I just need some sleep.
I just need some sleep.
Very good. Well, over here on the ones and twos, we have the Festivus Fairy, all adorned in lights and everything. Producer Mel, how we doing today?
I had a really fucking great weekend, and I appreciate that we got the airing the grievances over. And
It's not over.
I look forward to more grievances, and I especially look forward to the off-air feats of strength.
Yeah. Oh.
You got the Jell-O?
No, I got pudding.
Oh, that's even better, especially for the big man.
Butterscotch.
Oh, no. I refuse to wrestle in butterscotch. It's not happening.
Graham has standards, damn it.
Yeah, it needs to be at least strawberry.
We're recording at the DU Public House just outside the nation's capital. You can check us out wherever you get your podcast. And, of course, streaming live every single Monday night, especially streaming live right now on TikTok. And here I am trying to continue to make the show keep going, and these two giggly fucking geese can't fucking settle down because they're having a fucking moral debate about strawberry pudding versus butterscotch pudding.
I want to make strawberry pudding now.
It's just mint strawberries, isn't it? Oh, fuck.
Show title.
Strawberry pudding.
So let's try this again. We are streaming live for the first time on TikTok.
Hey,
and
TikTok. Hope you're excited.
Trying to say to producer Mel, good job, but she's over there hitting the vape pen, giggling while lit up, and Mr. Graham is laughing along with her, and that's great. Should you want to chat with us, there's many ways that you can. Mr. Graham, tell the good people how they can get in touch.
Very simple. It's at www.strawberrypudding.com where you can find all of your pudding needs. It's at DU Football Show on all the social medias, of course, and dufootballshow@gmail.com to get in touch via email. In the old school fashion, it seems these days. We're also on Blue Sky, which is cool. As Tegan described it, the internet without Republicans, or Twitter without Republicans, rather, which is funny. Hit us up.
And
We'd
TikTok.
love to talk to people.
And, of course, TikTok as well.
And TikTok, yeah. And Drunkard United FC is the closed Facebook group. So if you'd like to tune out now and then just get involved in the bands, go there. That's where you should be. Nobody listens, but everyone wants to talk shit. It's perfect.
I aired my grievance. It's the same grievance I air every fucking year in that group, that there's this many number of you in here, and this many number of you do not download our show every day, every week.
So let's do this. I want you to think, and I want everyone watching at home to think as well. When we get ready for, as we enter the betting segment of the show, I want you to text Mel on the Facebooks, on the whatever app you're using, do the old comment section, and give me a grievance you have for football.
Okay.
Okay. And today's closing words is going to revolve around our grievances around football. And here is just a sneak peek from me. It is the seemingly unfixable routine of Premier League teams this season, giving up goals within 5 minutes of fucking halftime.
Happened a lot this weekend,
I'm
too.
so annoyed by it. It bothers the fuck out of me. So what is your grievance for football? What would you like to change? It could be funny. It could be serious. Do whatever you want.
But do that during the betting segment.
But do it during the betting segment so Mel's ready to go when we get to closing words.
Right. If you put it up right now, she's not going to scroll back and find it.
We're only going to read.
Actually, go ahead and do it right now. I've got a note pulled up because admin is my strong suit, and so I can collect them as the show goes on.
Yeah, we're going to do some of our favorites. It's not going to be a 20-minute segment. We're just going to do some of our favorites. I like to hear what y'all have to say. Get involved with the live stream. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Sam and myself both work in the wine and spirit industry and both have a deep, passionate love for all things distilled spirits. So as the red-blooded Americans we are, we vow to have a drink in our hand throughout this show. And every single show, Mr. Graham The Whiskey Advocate Top 20 list continues, and we are on to number 19. What are we drinking tonight, sir?
We are drinking the Starward 3-year-old 100 proof. This is obviously 50% by volume if you're keeping track at home. Suggested retail value of 65 schmackaroonies. The panel rating for the Whiskey Advocate tasting panel gave it a 94. It's an Australian single malt, Starward whiskey, and David Savona was the lucky man to write the blurb for Whiskey Advocate, and he had to say this. Australia isn't the first country you'd think of when discussing world-class whiskey, but Starward aims to change that. This Melbourne company, which started distilling in 2010, creates pot-stilled single malts, making generous use of barrels that once held local wines. The fluctuating temperatures down under helps this young spirit drink like something older. It's the color of a long-steeped tea and is laden with caramel, honey, and wood flavors, plus a touch of ginger, candy, and peppercorn. Then, copious amounts of spice. Which he doesn't say what spices they are. It's just how he ends
spice.
it. Yeah, because fuck it, Sam. He gave up too, I guess. Fuck it. I'm not going to tell him what it is. It's just spices.
Well, I can tell you this. It's pretty fucking delightful.
It's all right.
Yeah, I like the
I was
going to
try to make another overrated whiskey joke because I'm mad about everything right now, and I can't do it because it's actually quite decent.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really, really good. I mean, obviously, being in Australia, they've got access to a lot of really big jammy reds down there.
Yeah. Can I also say I hate the label
Yeah, they have
so much?
They have a bunch of different labels for their whiskeys. Yeah, this one is cumbersome, it feels, but I like what's in the bottle. I really like what's in the bottle. Can I have my glass back, woman?
It is pretty. You just commandeered your glass.
Yeah, well,
It
I
is quite
offered her a
dark.
sip.
I mean, you know,
Hey, red wine barrels. That's gonna have that kind of
aged in
color to it.
American oak red wine barrels for 3 Melbourne years. What does that mean?
I don't know. Maybe Melbourne has a longer year. I don't fucking know. Tell me, Mr. Grievance.
The back on here says a bold
Well,
single
because
malt
the
whiskey.
Earth is flat, a Melbourne year is longer than a North American year.
Okay. A bold single malt whiskey, rich and full-bodied, featuring notes of juicy plum, ganache, and sweet vanilla. Championing Australian ingredients, 100 proof is fully matured and charred and fresh American oak. Championing Australia is using our wood and fresh American oak wine barrels. Well done. All right, it's fine. It's good whiskey. I do get a lot of red wine characteristic off of it. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah,
I'm anxious to see what the ice does to it when I get in the cunt cup.
Yeah. It's quite good. I really enjoy it. Definitely big plum. Like I said, it's Syrah. It's big jammy reds. Like even Australia, when they do things like Cabernet or Merlot, which are supposed to be a little bit more tannic, even those end up being really fucking jammy. Just grapes down in Australia get real fuck jammy. And it's wonderful.
It's delicious.
Yeah. Great color, great nose, easy drinking.
I really wanted to make a joke about it, and I couldn't.
Well, and of course, this is your last show before you head off to have yet another child.
Yes, yet another child.
But when that happens, I do want to let you know, Mr. Graham, I have it set up that you will have the whiskey every single show. So when we're carrying the load for you while you're away, we will make sure you have a whiskey that you can enjoy on your own.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
It is a list we do together, and it should be drank together, even if it's not in the same room.
Thank you very much.
And what else should we
appreciate
always
that.
do, Mr. Graham?
Always remember to use condoms.
There you go.
Drink responsibly. Sorry. I thought we were
cheers.
talking about my particular situation.
Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. We typically don't want to open with the Manchester clubs 2 weeks in a row, but I mean, it's really fucking funny, so why not? Aston Villa 2, Manchester City 1, Bournemouth 3, Manchester United 0. The stats were flat out even, right? For City and
Didn't feel like it.
that's exactly what I was about to say. It was the same shots on goal, like a shot different. The percentage of play was within 5% of each other. Passes were everything was about the same. And it never felt like City was ever in the match.
There was probably a 6 or 7 minute stint where I thought City were on top.
Yeah.
The rest of the 83 minutes, being generous, giving them the 7, the rest of the 83 minutes, I thought Villa were comfortable.
Yeah. They never really looked concerned.
It was not a problem at all. I don't know what's going on with City at all. They are
They're
shit.
just staying humble. They're just staying
That's
humble.
goddamn right. But everything is falling apart. And it's not like you can point to one player and go like, oh, it's Kyle Walker being old and he lost a half a step. It's the entire team. Passes are going awry. They don't normally go awry. Erling Haaland in his last, I think it was 5 competitive games or 3 competitive games or something, has 0 shots at all, let alone shots on target, 0 completed passes or something, 0 tackles won, 0 aerial duels won. It's just, he's a shell of himself.
That's actually perfect. I had this at the end to discuss, but might as well discuss it now since you brought up his name.
Sorry about
Oh, you're good. No worries. Taking 0 away from him in the I want to make it very clear. He is a generational talent as far as a goal scorer goes.
that. As long as that generation ended 11 weeks ago.
Hold on.
Wait.
Let me finish the thought. He should not be as fast for the mammoth size that he is.
Correct.
He can finish with finesse. He can finish with his head. He can take a hard shot from outside. He can do it with a dribble. He can out physical a defender. He seemingly can do it all. Here's my question for you, and here's the thing that seems to really stand out for me. Other than being a point man, he offers nothing else as a forward.
He's not a complete player. There's nothing else there.
Doesn't defend.
He's a finisher.
He doesn't
That's all
defend
he is.
and chase well.
No.
He does not do good outlet passes. He's not a back to the goal if there's some Route 1 football, aka just to like my team. Like Dominic Calvert-Lewin may not score goals, but back to goal, winning a ball in the air.
He brings other people into play,
wins.
does a lot of stuff.
He
Yeah.
wins every long ball that Pickford puts up to him. And it's like, so without them feeding him these opportunities to score goals, he does nothing. So it's like they're playing with 10 men out there.
Oh, yeah.
Unless he's fucking scoring, unless he's doing that thing, which, by the way, he does really fucking well.
Yeah.
Arguably
That's why there's
better than anyone in football right
That's
now.
why there's a place for him no matter what happens. But if he doesn't get the service, he can't create goals on his own.
Yeah.
You see somebody like Saka or somebody like even a Iwobi at times this season actually is one that springs to mind.
Oh, God, yes.
Where they get the ball in these wide areas or relatively deep in midfield and then create for themselves these goals, right? We've seen that with Kluivert and Semenyo at Bournemouth a few times this season as well, where there's a lot to do when they get the ball and they somehow score. If you put Erling Haaland out wide right, or you drop him to the center stripe, or you put him out wide left or whatever, that ball's getting passed 15 times before he touches it again in the back of the net.
Yeah.
Where these other players I mentioned have the ability and have the finesse, the creative talent, the ball skill to create and forge an opportunity for themselves. And all you have here is real. You remember the story of Beowulf?
Yeah.
You remember when they tried to fill in the blanks and do Beowulf 2?
Right, yes.
That's Erling Haaland, is Beowulf 2. It's the legend of something,
Right.
but we already know it's fake.
Wow. That's pretty brutal.
Stay humble, huh?
Might as well say it now, and then we'll get back to Villa, and we'll spend the rest of the time talking about Villa. You were talking about people that create for themselves. Having a horrendous year, but a perfect example of that would be Phil Foden's goal.
Yeah.
He one man just, I'm going to fucking score. And just went through people and stayed on it, even though it was bouncing all over the place. It's like...
Excuse me. He's also a perfect example, though, of City faltering this season.
Right.
Of City being an issue because he was one of their absolute stalwarts last season. If it wasn't Haaland, it was Foden. and this season has done fuck all.
Yeah.
He
Well,
didn't even
that's-
play the first 7-8 games or whatever it was. I know he had a kid
wonder-
over the summer. He had to leave the England camp to have his child. Fair dues, whatever.
Right.
Is it a distraction? Is the kid not sleeping and he's tired? Has he not integrated back into the squad properly after some time off with his family? Like, I don't know what it is, but there's something just not clicking,
Right.
and it's bigger than Rodri.
Oh,
Rodri is a huge miss. That is absolutely true. But it's bigger than Rodri. Something is wrong with this team.
I would say
And I'm here for it, by the way. I'm super happy about it.
Their
Let me
center
raise
back-
my hand first and say, ha ha, ha ha ha, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is. I can't pinpoint it. In all my years of watching football, I can't pinpoint it. I don't know.
Their center back pairings right now, they have no idea what they're doing. Everybody seemingly gets hurt. Ruben Diaz
Yeah.
is now going to be out for a significant amount of weeks. And
I
then
got to
you-
drop him from a fantasy team then.
Yeah.
Thanks for
And-
that reminder.
And then they bring in John Stones and they pull him off at halftime, possible re-injuring of himself. Like, just so that ain't good.
No.
Like,
It just gets
they're having to play Kyle Walker at center back right now.
It's just
what
getting
they've been
worse and worse
having
for
to
them.
do. Oh,
and he's having a terrible Christmas. He's got 7 baby mamas with 14 kids. It's tough, man. It's hard out here for a pimp.
got them gold condoms, man.
Hard out here for a pimp. You remember that movie?
Sure, Billy says Phil Foden has to be tired. Look at Graham, and his kid isn't even here yet.
Yeah, I got 3 others though. I think this might be Foden's third too. By the way, he's only like 25. What a fucking idiot. That's me saying that.
Back to Villa. Duran starts. Duran scores again.
It was excellent, and what a goal it was. He took it very, very well.
I loved that. Well, he knew he was offsides. He knew he was offsides.
In the
VAR
second half,
didn't.
yeah.
Knew he was offsides. Didn't fucking care. Was just like, just I could.
Yeah.
At any moment.
Yeah.
And then I called it with Watkins. I was like, oh, we're going to score again.
Yeah, except for it was Rodgers who got that one, which
Watkins
was
was on the assist on it.
Yep, but Rodgers also with the assist to Duran.
Yeah.
But
Rodgers,
another that was let go
fucking
by
great.
City as
That's
well. That's
correct.
that's the other thing is
Rodgers
another
stock.
player coming back
We
to haunt
take
them.
everybody's leftovers and make them better.
Rodgers stock. Yeah, she's looking right at Graham.
Who? Oh, Emmy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to think of who it was.
Rodgers' stock is definitely rising. He's on a nice little run
yeah.
of form. And also the other big one for Villa too, Onana back. That midfield is so much different when he's back and healthy.
Absolutely.
He just kind of connects the whole field, it seems, with him. He's getting back defensively. He seems to be making the right passes. He just kind of holds everything down. The player I think we all knew he could be, but at Everton with Dyche was never
being asked to do too
he
much.
was never going to
No.
be. But
There was no balance there. It was all about him. If he failed, he was the Rodri to Everton.
yeah.
If he wasn't on point,
Well, and then it just reached
Too bad.
and then it also just reached a point that they stopped using him. Hence why they sold him.
Mm-hmm.
But he was massive, absolutely massive in this game. And this is with Duran scoring. This is a good fucking problem for Villa to have.
it is. The problem is going to be is Duran's going to want to start. Now, Unai Emery's already come out and said it. He has to figure out a way to play them together. He has to figure out a system that Watkins and Duran can play together. Is his conundrum at the moment because one of them is going to want to leave because neither one of them is getting enough football technically because they're sharing the load, and you want completely understand why he started Watkins despite it's kind of harsh to say he's had a poor start to the season because he hasn't. He's scored goals.
Yeah.
He has assists.
Yeah. It's just not what last year was.
It's not what last year was. Exactly right. So it's not poor, but it's not the standards he set for himself,
And
right?
he's missed some sitters too, which have been kind of head scratchers. You're like, come on, Ali,
But
you can do better.
he's had a better start to the season than Foden, for instance. Foden's season is fucking night
hell
and
yeah.
day, right? Like, so we talk about these England players that had their had that summer, and I don't think Watkins has been particularly poor, but by his own standards he set for last season, he hasn't been doing great, right?
Yeah.
And Duran, it seems like every time he comes onto the field, he scores, whether he starts or subbed in. He at least has 2 shots on target minimum, and then more often than not, scores at least one of those two. And, Ollie Watkins should be worried about his position. Ollie Watkins, as of right now, is the heir apparent to Harry Kane for England.
Yeah.
Should he be worried about his position?
Yep.
Not necessarily.
Right.
You think Rasmus Højlund is going to bother him? Probably not.
Yeah.
Do you think Xerxes going to bother him? Probably not. Do Manchester United need a marquee signing? They do.
Ooh, yeah.
Do they have players they can ship in Rashford and Anthony to soften the blow of the finances? 100%. I think you see something come in for Watkins next summer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I really do.
That wouldn't surprise me at all.
I really do. Rashford seems like he wants to stay in England, despite being heavily linked with PSG. I think he needs to get out of England, to be honest. I think Rashford needs to go elsewhere. But I think you could see the Ineos group is going to need to do something. And we're going to come on to Manchester United and their problems in a moment.
Well, that's exactly what I was getting ready to do, except for one last thing I wanted to mention on this game to kind of finish it up.
Okay.
Is Villa now find themselves in 6th place. They're right around the hunt for Champions League. And more importantly, they are one spot ahead of Manchester City, who are in 7th fucking place right now, Sam.
How insane is this? Top 4 is Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Nottingham Forest.
I'm going to mention that, I know so.
I know.
Yeah.
Nottingham Forest. 5th is Bournemouth.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got City.
No, you got Villa. And
Oh,
then you've
Villa
got
and then City. That's right. Yeah. They're 7th. Yeah. Villa and then City. And then you have an entire amalgamation of teams. Forest. Fulham, Palace. A couple others. Palace after the recent kind of uptick in form. They're all separated by like 2 points.
United,
down to
Brighton,
14th.
Tottenham.
United, I'm not worried about United.
West Ham isn't even that far out of it again.
I'll tell you why in a minute.
Well,
I'm not worried about United.
because don't look now, the Cherries are in 5th place. They do it again, not just beating United at United, but also yet again another fucking one of the quote unquote big 6 teams in the league. Again.
A second time in a row at United.
I know.
3-0.
Yeah.
Are we living in some sort of weird
Like
Twilight Zone fucking thing? We're Bournemouth have beaten Manchester United twice in their own building by a score of 3 goals to 0.
Yeah, exactly.
It's absolutely insane. And they were absolutely good value for money.
Oh, they were fantastic. They played fantastic. They looked fucking great.
Ruben Amorim after the game said things are hard here.
Yeah.
You don't say.
Yeah, you don't say, huh?
And then the roof started leaking.
Yep.
In the press room.
In the press room, the roof started leaking.
And that's really the story. Bournemouth played well. We expect them to play well. They're a good team. They're well coached. They're well drilled. They're organized as fuck. United didn't have an answer. Big surprise. What happened on the pitch? I could have fucking called you. I would have bet you $20 on Wednesday about that.
And
Bournemouth are going to win this game.
And
Manchester United are not in good nick.
United do it to themselves, like you said, one of your major pet peeves.
Yep.
Early into the second half, a dumb penalty. And of course...
There was absolutely no reason for Mazraoui to dive in like that at all. Stupid penalty.
I desperately want to see Bruno Fernandes get a yellow card for the amount of being in the ref's face and screaming because he thinks he's wearing the captain's armband. He's just allowed to. God, I would just love to see a ref turn around and just go, I'm done listening to you. Yellow. Stop it. Just stop it. I'm done.
What was the excuse me, the joke last season? Wasn't it that Bruno Fernandes runs more than anyone else in the league, but 90% of the time it's after the referee?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I mean, he's a bit petulant, but to be fair, over the last 6-8 weeks, he's actually led by example pretty well in this team. I still don't care for his communication skills with his teammates. His body language still kind of sucks, but he's been their best player, hands down.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that.
He's been the best player in a shit team is the problem. And, how you beat City, even this iteration of City. You beat them and then turn around and lose 3-0 is to get dumped in the Carabao Cup midweek as well, and then lose 3-0 is it. I just don't even know what you're doing. I don't get it. They are such a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and they're mostly Dr. Jekyll.
They are now, for the first time since 1989-1990 season, not in the top half of the league at Christmas.
Wasn't that the season that Sir Alex Ferguson was almost fired?
I think it might have been. Yeah. And they've been top 10 at worst every single year. And right now they're not.
One of the astute Patreon members listening in on the live feed, if you could remind me quickly if Rob Holmes shared the video of Ruben Amorim taking a training session in the group or not, or if it was just a DM to me, because I don't remember. But somebody said that he sounds like Gru from Minions.
Oh, yeah?
The evil human.
Yeah.
That in charge of the Minions.
Yes.
He sounds like Dr. Gru. And I can't unhear it. And I don't remember if he shared it for the masses or if he just sent it to me.
I can tell you I don't. I think it was just for you. I know it was not in the group.
Well, then let's find it real quick.
Well, okay.
Because it's worth it.
It's insane right now to think like teams like Tottenham and Manchester United are out of the top 10, and just honestly, Tottenham, it's more of a you just don't know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You found it? Okay, please go ahead.
Ready?
Play wide, also, they are waiting for the ball. Rush! Pace! Big end.
They're reaching for the ball.
Yes! Yes!
There we go. Yeah, very, very much
Sounds just
so.
like Gru.
Well, the one thing that they'll always
That's funny.
have, what they'll always have, Mr. Graham, the one thing is that 2 minutes in City. If goals are the best bit, boy, did we have some games with a couple of one-sided affairs and a whole lot of goals.
Bro, goals are the best bet.
Arsenal 5, Crystal Palace 1, Liverpool 6, Spurs 3.
At Spurs as well. Wasn't it? It was
yes.
at Spurs.
As Peter Drury would say, Jesus had himself a hell of a week. 5 goals against Palace this week, 3 in the League Cup, and then 2 on the weekend.
So it's been Pride Month recently in England, and most Premier League clubs, if not all Premier League clubs, are forcing their captains to wear, not forcing, this is probably a strong word, to wear the rainbow armband,
Right.
in support of said
And players wearing like rainbow laces one weekend and all that.
Yep. In support of that community who is, kind of shit on a lot. And Mark Gahey wrote "I love Jesus" on his because his religious views are supposed to prevent him from supporting the gays, I guess. Which, you know what? Once again, I'm kind of just, I don't care.
Right.
Fuck it. Whatever you want to do, man. I just know not to hang out with you now.
I love Jesus. Jesus definitely.
Good for you.
Jesus definitely loved him some Mark Gay because he scored 5 times on his defense.
Exactly right. And I shared that meme right in the old Facebook and said, "Let us pray." Fucking get in. It is that time of year. He hasn't risen because it's not Easter, but he has been born and born again. 5 goals against Palace this week. It's been fucking excellent. All of those goals were actually quite excellent as well.
Yeah.
He still had a fair amount to do when he got the ball.
Good sharing of the wealth again by Arsenal. 5 goals. You had in that match. You had four different goal scorers.
Yeah, Ismail Assar did very well with his goal.
Yeah,
to equalize. Actually, it was actually quite good.
Raya had to make himself a couple of pretty decent saves.
Raya also fucked up a few times in this game as well. But I was very impressed, really, with Arsenal's performance. Really, the main takeaway from this game is Saka's injury.
That's what I was about to get to. Is it says he's going to be out for many weeks.
When you have a Palace team, you think, oh man, the last couple seasons they've been pretty good. Da, 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 da. When you say it's Palace without Eza and without Chalobah, specifically this season, obviously, because Chalobah's new to them,
right?
You go, oh, fine.
Yeah.
So the result's not really a surprise. When you say in the 18th minute or 21st minute, whatever it was, Saka goes down with an injury to his hamstring, you're like, fuck, it's a month, right? Minimum. Right. And then you find out later that potentially it's 6 to 8 weeks, which is what we found out today. It is not a welcome sign for the old Arsenal. But what I will say, as talismanic as he is, Odegaard's a bigger miss, and we've been through that storm.
You got a pretty decent plethora of wingers, and you could get Sterling out there for a few matches. You can run.
He got hurt also in this game.
Oh, okay, gotcha. You got Trossard and Martinelli, obviously,
and you have Jesus that can play on the wing, that has played on the wing for City.
Havertz up top again if you need to. So there's versatility.
There's versatility there where we don't miss much. But
Declan Rice getting healthy again is good because that
huge,
absolutely
helps
huge. Cover set pieces, which Saka was doing a lot of. So that also helps. So please continue with Odegaard.
No, but you say with Odegaard, everything that we did predicated on Odegaard starting it, right? Saka finished a lot of moves, and that's absolutely fair. But I think we have the quality to do the final bit throughout the team. It's that beginning of the play is what we lack. Right. It's that beginning creativity, that making something out of nothing creativity is what we lack. So missing Odegaard was a massive miss, a huge miss. It changed our team, period, for that period he was out, right? Saka is going to hurt because he is talismanic. He is, let me put, the team on my back and score from 25 real quick.
Right.
Or, do a quick 1-2 in the box with somebody and score.
Let me put a cross in that lands right on. If it landed on anyone's head, they'd be able to put it in the back of the net.
Trossard could put those balls in. Trossard can play those balls. He did play those balls.
Yeah.
Trossard can run the wing. Martinelli can run the wing. Raheem Sterling can run the wing. Now, again, he got hurt as well, but his doesn't seem to be as severe.
Gabriel Jesus.
We've seen done that. As long as Odegaard's there, I have a much more confident demeanor about myself in regards to what Arsenal can do than if we were missing than Saka, for instance. In this example. Is it going to be a big miss? Absolutely. Is Trossard worse than Saka? 100%. But everything we do predicates on Odegaard's game, not Saka's game.
Right.
So I think this will be an easier storm to weather than when we were missing Odegaard. Is the whole point.
Very fair. Moving on to the next one.
Fucking hell.
Reds completely dominate the Spurs.
Fucking hell.
Despite the fact that all three of the Spurs goals were fucking gorgeous. They had three brilliant goals.
Oh, yeah.
The problem is they're going to play their Ange ball. And Liverpool said, sure. And here's the thing. Liverpool, a lot of games this season has been winning.
Ange is a naughty little boy.
He is.
You remember that press conference
yes,
he did?
I do remember
just
that.
a couple of days ago? He's a naughty little boy. And you could see his face. Right when he said it, he was like, fuck, that's a meme.
Yep, there it comes.
He's a naughty little boy.
So the thing is Liverpool, for the most part, it's been, 2-0, 3-0. This is the first team they really fucking put some goals in the net on. They fucking laid stones to him. And again, the answer was no answer. They're just, we're just going to keep doing what we're doing. And if they keep scoring, fine, fuck it. We're going to get a couple of goals. It's baffling to watch.
In that same press conference, he did say something to the effect of, I got here by being who I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stay here by being who I am. When it goes wrong, it looks like absolute psychopathy.
Yeah.
He acknowledged that.
Yeah.
You know, when it goes right, I'm a genius.
Mm-hmm.
He's not wrong. But when you're playing 3 out of your 4 backline is makeshift or backups,
You gotta play a little.
you
more
have to do
defensive.
something different. You
Yeah.
can't come out and say after getting beat on 2 set pieces in the North London Derby and then subsequently letting in headers from corners a few times, and every post match in those games you say, yeah, we don't really even work on set pieces because it's not part of our game. We're not really worried about that. Yeah, but that's what beat you the last 3 weeks in a row.
Right. You should.
Maybe you should fucking work
at least
worry
work
about
on
it
defensively. Like, just be prepared defensively for it. I felt like Fraser Forster didn't deserve what happened to him because he made
No.
some really brilliant saves. And
Yeah,
he
he
just
made a
kinda
few. Yeah,
Felt like he was hung out to fucking dry in this one because the Liverpool goals, where we mention how beautiful the 3 Spurs goals were, Liverpool goals were just fucking tap-ins. Like, both of Mo's goals were, oh, look at me, wide open in the 6, just tapping the ball into the back of the fucking net. I mean, so just easy. Just so fucking easy.
and so the other thing that Ange has been saying, which kind of surprised me a bit. He's not wrong necessarily. So it wasn't a surprise that he said it. And I'm not sure how to take it in terms of the rest of the Tottenham squad. He keeps being challenged as to his record of winning something in his second season with every club he's ever been at. And he said, you usually do this, a journalist asked him. And he said, no, I always do that. Is that going to actually translate to the Spurs players, you think, that confidence? Because this is his second season in charge. He's supposed to lift a trophy this season. Whatever that trophy is, he's supposed to lift one.
They're in and around it for the League Cup now, you know.
They played Liverpool twice.
Mm-hmm.
The best team in the country. The best team probably in Europe at the moment.
Right.
At the moment.
Yeah,
You'd
I
have
would-
to say. Where's that going to come from? I don't quite see it. And especially on this, I think they'll probably win 12-5. On over the 2 legs
with the
of
League
that.
Cup, it's worth mentioning the last 2 teams they beat. They knocked out City. They knocked out United. You know, I mean, I hate to play devil's advocate in this regards, but maybe he's focusing on the cup. Maybe that's the focus.
I mean, could be. Van der Ven and Romero, big misses. They're
massive,
both
massive.
injured. Not sure when they're supposed to be back, either one of them. But I just don't see it happening over 2 legs in the cup either. And if it's not going to happen there, where is it going to happen? Because you're so far out the league, it's not even funny.
Mm-hmm.
FA Cup's a joke at the moment. You know, for them, they have to play a non-league side.
Yeah,
But eventually we'll have to come up against us or
Right.
whoever, Liverpool, whoever in the FA Cup at some point. I just don't see where they're going to do it. And all this confidence, all this browbeating, you know, kind of just being back in himself and all this kind of stuff. I just don't. Where's it going to come from? But or conversely, is that going to translate to the players and they actually pick it up and play well? Because you never know what Tottenham you're going to get.
And
Week to week. They could be fucking awesome and absolutely demolish somebody 4-0, you know, last week or 2 weeks ago, whatever it
in the
was.
City.
And then turn around and do this.
Yeah,
It's just absolute shit. I just don't know what to do with them.
you just hinted at it.
I mean, just bin them. I'm, you know,
Right.
how I feel about Spurs.
You did
but
just hint at this with Liverpool quite possibly being the best team in the world right now. They are clear favorites to win their second Premier League title. You guys could cause a problem, but you need help. You need them to drop points.
we need them to drop points elsewhere.
Yeah.
Chelsea probably provide the best option to that at the moment. United, I mean, you got to throw Derby kind of, you know, mentality into that and say maybe you can throw the form out the window and United do something.
Maybe Everton can draw them at Goodison, like that.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
and then you go into the new year and go City at some point have to turn this around. right? Before a transfer ban gets set in, I imagine there's going to be about £1 billion worth of talent coming in because Pep in his latest press conference said that they don't have the players, mates. You have £786 million worth of players on your field and bench
Yeah.
in that game. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you have to imagine they'll turn it around. They're not going to keep going this way. I mean, they're in relegation form. Southampton, if you take since November 1st till now, this is an amazing stat I heard. City are the worst team in the league.
Wow.
Southampton is better than them.
Wow.
From November 1st to now.
Mm-hmm.
That's piss poor.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Piss
all of Southampton's points have come since November. Since November. Absolutely the case. It pains me to say it, but it honestly right now, it's without a doubt, it's Liverpool's title to lose.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Sucks.
Round out the rest of the league, and so that happened. Forest 2, Brentford 0.
Fuckers.
Newcastle 4, Ipswich 0. West Ham 1, Brighton 1. Fulham 0, Southampton 0. Everton 0, Chelsea 0. Wolverhampton 3, Leicester 0. Great win for fourth fucking place Forest, man. And the Bees lose their first match at home. Oh.
Yeah, and that's what screwed my bet.
Yeah.
Which obviously we'll come on to, was losing this game because Brentford have been so good at home. I thought everything was going to be just fucking peachy keen, and it wasn't because Forest were on it again.
Yeah.
They've been excellent this season. Nuno has found something.
Yeah, he's got him playing well.
Found something.
Got him playing well.
Whatever that X factor is, he found it. They've been phenomenal.
Grammy, you don't need to stat it up here. We're going to make so that happen nice and
I'm
simple.
not statting it up.
Okay.
I'm finding my bet.
Very good. Love that. But this is... You have to start taking them fucking seriously. Like, do we think they're going to finish in a Champions League spot? No, we don't.
No.
But do we think they could possibly be playing in Europe next year?
Yep.
Fuck yeah, they could be. They absolutely could be, because now it's not even a reliance on Chris Wood anymore. Other people are scoring goals.
Yeah, the
Defense
Langa.
looks good.
Yep.
Defense looks good. They've got it together. And for the Bees, the one major concern has to be is that you looked bad at home. And
they did
really
not play
good
how
at
they've
home.
been playing. That's absolutely
You look like
true.
you were on the road, and that means you're gonna if you're gonna start to have a bad run of form at home, you need to start fucking finding some points on the fucking road.
Yep.
You need to be doing better than that. Isak gets a hat trick. Is it really that simple with Newcastle? That if they have him, they're something different. They're going to be okay as long as he's on the fucking pitch playing for them, because kind of feels like that's the answer.
Yeah, he's one of the best strikers in the Premier League, if not the best striker in the Premier League right now.
Yeah.
100%.
It just...
And he missed chances in this game. He could have had 4 or 5.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's to mention, too, with that is...
It is his first Premier League hat trick, though.
This was a bad day at the office for the Tractor Boys.
They look like shit.
Oh, they looked bad.
And Burrich, what's his name? Murich.
Again.
It's fucking horrible.
Again.
But that goes to show you the kind of, depths that they're shopping in.
Yeah.
Right? Is it going to get better for Ipswich? Do they have the money to spend to find somebody better than that? No, not really. Now that they're in the Premier League, can they maybe get somebody on loan or something like that? Potentially.
Maybe.
I mean, Kepa ended up at Bournemouth, right?
Right.
There's some quality people out there. You have, fucking Aaron Ramsdale at Southampton not doing fuck all.
Right.
Because the rest of the team is absolute shit.
Mm-hmm.
Also, in that Southampton, real quick, I know we haven't gotten there yet, but I don't want to forget to mention it. He had the old Ninja Turtle 4-finger glove. Did you notice that?
Really? No, I didn't.
He broke his finger earlier in the season at surgery, which is why he's been out for like 4 or 5 weeks. But to still have them taped together, he had one massive finger.
One massive finger for
in
the glove.
his gloves, so he could fit the 2 that were taped together in one hole, and then the other 3.
Wow.
So he had a 4-fingered glove, custom made.
Too funny.
That's pretty good.
It is
I
pretty
just
good.
didn't want to forget to mention
What
that.
finger?
I think it's taped to his middle finger, yeah, which is important.
Yeah.
What I hate about this though is Murridge is costing them so many points because Ipswich overall this season have been a fucking bright spot. I've enjoyed the way they've approached the league. They've tried to change their tactics. They've tried to do some of what they were known for in the championship.
Right.
But they've tried to do things. They've tried to adapt. They've tried to be positive and and then be pragmatic when they need to be.
It's not Southampton. We're only going to play the ball out of the back, Russell Martin
Right,
style.
and that's it.
Saw them getting their asses
But
kicked.
this fucking cocksucker just does the wrong shit all the time. He just sucks. And we saw him at Burnley. He just sucks. I don't know who he has naked photos of, but he's got them of somebody.
Well, it was
they
weird
keep
because he
picking
took
him.
over for Trafford, and it was because Trafford was making mistakes. And there was only one. Murridge wasn't horrible at Burnley. He had that one really bad gaffe that unfortunately was what sent them down. But other than that, he actually played pretty well. But he's been nothing but fucking mistake after mistake after mistake so far this season. And it's. I mean, honestly, I would go with the goalie who was playing for you last year. I mean, what's it going to fucking hurt? Because he certainly isn't helping you. Interesting game for West Ham and Brighton. Brighton still seeming to have a hard time scoring goals, and then they finally get a lead and then turn around and give it right back away. Here's what I found pretty funny. You get suspended for 5 games for fighting everybody, and then you score a goal and you somehow had a prop. Like he got like a wooden bench to sit on.
It was a chair.
Yeah.
Like a stool, like a fully blown stool, and the steward had it.
Yeah, it was
the steward handed it to him.
Yeah.
But it was an elephant.
Yeah.
Which was weird. And African, I'm sure it has something to do with his heritage, which is great. Fine, whatever. But he was normally just sitting on the advertising hoardings during a celebration. So he actually posed a stool there.
Yeah, I'm using
and just in case.
Yeah, I got props.
Just doing this, which is fine. I mean, Michael Antonio had a prop. Remember, he danced with himself, the cardboard cutout of himself.
You know what? It's the prop is fine. Just prop's good. Fighting everybody on the field and throwing haymakers at everyone, not so good.
Yeah. And I didn't care for now Kudus handled it well. I didn't care for Crescencio Somerville sitting on the stool with him.
Mm-hmm.
His whole thing is sitting down by himself. Let him be. Somerville one-cheeked it on the side of the stool in a very typical Dutch fashion because he's Dutch, I think. Pretty sure he's Dutch.
So
don't do that. Just let the guy be. Just let him have his moment.
Quick airing of the grievances. Our boy Smokey put up the picture of the slide tackle that came in and got the West Ham player the spikes up, and said VAR didn't even review it and deemed that the yellow was perfectly fine. Smoke, it didn't even make the fucking highlight reel.
Yeah.
So it must not have been that fucking important.
Wasn't even that big of a deal.
Yes, producer.
Speaking of smoke, Gone in Chief sit on stools like that, and he was paying homage to his family.
There it goes. Yeah, it had to be something with his heritage.
He had a prop, and I needed to know what it was.
There's no other reason for there to be like a massive elephant. It was a very well done stool as well.
And then Shore Billy says, should have used a championship belt.
Because he's a heavyweight boxer.
I get it.
Fist fought everybody.
That's pretty funny, actually. I hate giving him props, but that's all right.
Fulham had a ton of chances, and just couldn't seem to put the ball in the back of the net. Southampton actually looked a little resolute on defense for once.
Yeah. Meh.
I mean, it still wasn't good. This is just one of those. This is one of those days at the office that Fulham's gonna go. Couldn't we have just put fucking
Ramsdale
one in?
made a fair few saves with his Ninja Turtles glove.
Yeah, but that's when you're going to be looking back and going, nah, we should have fucking taken all 3 there, man.
Yeah,
we
definitely.
should have taken all 3.
Definitely. You know what's funny, actually, something I just thought of is Kudu sits on that because of his, heritage and all, all the princes sit on those sorts of stools and chairs and stuff in his country. But it's really funny that Fulkrug was actually the Nigerian prince that emailed the Dildo Brothers. Got him to buy into a contract for fuck all.
Yeah, for fuck all.
Because he's been absolute dog shit since he showed up. Fair few injuries for him, but come on.
Felt it was windy like crazy. People love when I talk about the wind, but it was windy and it's not good for football. And so we had really to work hard.
It was windy.
Set pieces in the Chelsea Everton match. The ball was rolling. They actually had to bring the ball back. Players were starting to put their foot on the ball to keep it in place right before the guy ran up like a place kicker and then moved their foot off the ball so they could kick it. The ball at one point, I was watching Harrison dribble the ball and he put it about 5 yards in front of him, like just as a dribble on the ground. And as he's running towards it, it went left. This is the most interesting thing to talk about in the match. This was, we both talked about it on Injury Time.
Well, briefly, real quick, for Jay and a couple others that listen to us religiously. Yes, that is all we had to say about Fulham Southampton. The game was shit.
Yeah, it very much was.
We moved right on.
Yeah.
That's right. We had 2 sentences. It's gone.
That's why I did
Don't worry about it.
That's called a segue, Sam. When I
know.
hit the
I just want
sounder
them to make sure. I just want to know.
Yeah, I'm over here driving the bus. I know you don't care, but I got you.
I don't
boo.
care.
I
just want them to know. I want to make sure before I leave, I have all my bases covered, my T's crossed and my I's dotted. Make sure it's all done.
We talked about it on Injury Time. We said that a young team like Chelsea could get frustrated by a team like Everton, and it's exactly what happened.
Yes.
And honestly, in the second
They played
half,
the most dice way that they could have possibly played. It was totally expected.
Oh yeah, beat them up a lot, knocked them on the ground, bunch of yellow cards, physical match, and frankly, in the second half, it was Everton that missed the chances, not Chelsea.
Right.
They could have gotten out of that with a 1-0 win.
Yep.
Easily could have gotten out of that with a 1-0 win.
Yeah, I mean, you did survive in the first half, though. I mean, Jordan Pickford made
had a couple of
fair
hits.
few saves.
He
but
did it the week before
honestly,
against you.
if we're going to take these 2 games together, Fulham Southampton and Everton Chelsea, Fulham Southampton, I wanted to claw my left eye out with, and that Everton Chelsea, I wanted to claw my right eye out. Because they were both just dog shit fucking games.
Yeah, and for
Overall, this was not a great advert for the old Barclays here in these 2.
and
okay?
for Everton, that's exactly what they wanted to fucking do.
Oh yeah,
and,
big time.
And
That's
newsflash,
what they would
everybody.
be: sturgeon, be tough, be difficult.
The first game coming into Boxing Day is going to be Everton at City. Guess what Everton's going to do?
Win.
Exactly.
Consider your shit.
Exactly what they've done the last 2 matches.
They're gonna
going to
humble
do the
them.
same- They're going to do the same fucking thing again. Don't
You know we
be
call
ready
that.
for an ugly, boring match because that's what they're going to do.
Say, do you know what we call that?
What's that?
When an underdog wins emphatically. We in Rocket League dad talk. Okay, we call that a doff.
A doff.
DOF. Dick on forehead.
There we go.
And that's what Everton's gonna do to City is fucking mushroom stamp them right there, baby.
All right.
Get some.
I feel you. Finally,
No good?
Big win.
Thought HR was gonna get me for that.
Big win for Wolves, and the offense was there, and this time the defense kept them out. And for the Foxes, you feel like the Foxes. The idea is we just have to be better than 3 teams. The problem is you just got your asses kicked by one of the 3 teams that are worse than you.
So I didn't know this. I heard this today from a fair few outlets. Ruud van Nistelrooy has pissed off a lot of fucking people in football, apparently.
Oh, really?
And he doesn't have a lot of connections with players and people to bring in and ideas. Like, he doesn't have, like, a huge resource well to pull from, apparently.
Right.
That's going to be super problematic for Leicester.
Yeah.
Obviously.
They're going to make.
I thought they had the best squad with just looking at the Premier League experience in their squad. I thought they had the best chance of staying up prior to, and you'll find that out at the end of the season in my predictions,
Right.
where I think I had them 15th. Because I had their their Premier League experience, I've rated very highly.
Yeah.
Right? Where you have Ipswich, who really doesn't have much Premier League experience. After a third of the season now, almost half the season, I'm looking at these teams. I think Ipswich has the best chance of staying up, to be completely honest, of the three. I really think Leicester and Southampton are Southampton, we already both have said, are doomed. I think Leicester's pretty much doomed as well. I mean, Vardy can't do it on his own at 38. You know what I mean? And the rest of the squad doesn't show any signs of improving, to be completely honest. Now,
if only somebody on the other side of the table had been saying this all season.
I was just looking at their experience going, they have to, canny enough to pick up some points, but they just aren't. And Ruud van Nistelrooy, what I've learned about him over the last week is just that they're not going to be capable. To be honest, he's not going to be able to reinforce his squad because so many people don't like him.
They're not going to want to come play for him.
Now, what I will say, funny about this, the new Wolves manager, Pereira, Vito Pereira, I think his name is. I'm not sure his first name. The last name definitely Pereira.
Bit of a lunatic.
Yeah. So I don't think we got a chance to talk about this last week.
You did.
Did we? I did.
Him.
Okay.
You talked all about him.
Where he left Corinthians and went to Flamengo and all that shit.
Yeah,
I did do that.
Talked all about it.
Yeah, I stopped caring, so I forgot. Apparently, he's really good at defense.
Yeah,
this coach. It's the one thing he does well, and it showed in this game. Leicester had really no clear-cut chances from what I saw.
If Wolves can get their defense together, I think they're going to figure out
They'll
a way
be
to
all right.
I think they're going to be safe.
Cunha's another one of those players that does a lot on his own, by the way, that I talked about earlier.
Sure money.
I'm down 1,600 because I lost again.
Are you sure you want to keep sending in bets every week?
I have to.
So you're going to.
That's our job. Yeah.
Good.
It's our job. I don't want to hear no bullshit when I get back and have to do my 4 shots at the end of the season that I won on a technicality because I took 6 weeks off. I don't want to hear none of that shit. So, yeah, I'm sending my bets in every week.
Okay. Great.
Yep. But I am down 1,600 right now.
Both road dogs won. I had picked Leicester to win at home and Brentford to win at home, and both of them lost. So that didn't go so very well for me.
Nice.
And I'm currently down $5, which lends me to believe, Mr. Graham, I'm perfectly safe to your 1,600.
Big Sam's Lock of the Week.
I mean, for now.
Did you know that 18.75% of the time, Mr. Graham, it works 100% of the time? I know you're going to miss that while you're away. And I'm going to go ahead and be cheeky. Double chance, Everton or a draw, plus 240 over City. Fuck it.
I like it.
I'm going for it.
I like it.
If ever it's going to happen. If ever it's going to happen.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Except for instead it's going to be a Foden brace and a fucking Holland header and we lose 3-0. But
it won't. I don't think it will, to be honest.
That is what I am taking.
I got you. All right. So I do have a 9-way parlay if you want to push the button.
9-way parlay.
But I think it's going to happen.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Because I did good things this time. I did Liverpool to beat Leicester over 2.5 goals in that game. So that's 2 picks right there in a same gamer. And then I've got in single bets in this parlay, I've got Man City versus Everton under 3.5.
I don't disagree with that one.
Chelsea to beat Fulham.
Mm-hmm.
Nottingham Forest or Tottenham to win.
Just somebody's
no
gonna
tie.
win.
Somebody's going to win the game.
Heard.
Over 1.5 in Newcastle versus Villa because I can't pick a winner. So just over 1.5. Bournemouth to beat Crystal Palace.
Okay.
Think that's going to happen. West Ham to beat Southampton.
Palace isn't a top 6 side, so no, they probably won't. They
Right.
shit the bed right after they had just beaten.
I mean, that's true, but we'll see.
Yeah.
If Ezra's gone again,
Okay.
it's going to be difficult.
Gotcha.
West Ham to beat Southampton because they're going to turn their voucher in, basically. They'll probably draw and fuck me, but... and then Wolves versus Manchester United. Again, I can't pick a winner because both teams are such shit. over 1.5 goals, though, because their defenses are so insane.
Very good.
And that 9-pick parlay
Nine-way parlay.
garners me plus 2,070. 2070. So my $100 bet gets me well into the black. And I'm pretty sure it's going to happen.
Not good gambling.
I actually, so I don't forget about it, you know what? I'm going to throw one real American dollar on it right now for a payout of $21.70. And I just did it.
Not good gambling.
It's only $1. It's fine.
All
For the
right.
show, it's 100, obviously, but.
Excellent. Well, that's going to wrap it up, boys and girls. Mr. Graham, your parting words. You said you want some airing of the grievances.
Let's go.
So-
Mel, do you have your document?
I do.
Let's
and
go.
If anybody watching live want to send in more airing of the grievances, now is the time for Festivus. Since I am the Festivus fairy, and I'm only stalling so I can send that into the Tiki-Talkies, because so far we have not been kicked off TikTok. So
Wait.
Hey, how about that?
I have no grievances there with TikTok.
Thanks, Tiki Taki.
So the general grievance from everybody seems to be VAR,
VAR, yeah.
VAR, and VAR. But sure, Billy, Manchester United, fuck them.
Yes. Absolutely, Wolves fans.
Yep, pretty much.
Sure, Billy said what
Sure,
about?
Billy also adds in PSR.
Yeah, because that's directly affecting his club right now.
Yep.
It's affecting a lot of clubs. Manchester City.
well,
all the poorly run ones, basically. City,
Yeah,
Newcastle, Everton.
But
You know, it's
City-
not affecting Arsenal because we do things the right way. Always have.
Well, also
Absolute stalwarts of
the
ethics.
The simple fact that Chelsea and City, now City, it's coming back to get them now, but Chelsea and City, before these rules were in place, were able to just constantly
went
throw money
rampant.
into it,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
and allowed themselves to be in that discussion of what are now quote unquote the big six, and Newcastle has the ability to do that. And they're simply not being allowed to, right? And I can understand where it's frustrating. I can certainly understand where it's frustrating because it also seems like United can get away with just spending as much money as they fucking want because they're fucking Manchester United, and they sell more jerseys in China than Newcastle sells in the entire world.
Yep.
Right? Like
Just
it's
Just in China. Yeah.
Right? Like, and you could go to just about any country in the world, and the number one selling English team jersey is probably
It's
United.
Manchester United, yeah.
It's
For sure.
So that I can see where that's just really fucking frustrating.
I get it. All right, go ahead. Next one.
The next one comes in from Jim Stebbins. Pro Arsenal agenda.
Fuck off, mate. I'll tell you right now. I'll look right down the camp. Fuck off. Don't care.
What else we got, producer Bill?
He also followed up with actual inconsistent use of VAR.
Yeah, VAR.
So turkey syrup, I'd let the two Sams Eiffel Tower me.
Okay.
Yeah, that was right before. Then the next one was oil something, and then he got the, as Shorbilly called it, the hammer ban.
What?
Well, he said it was a troll.
Somebody wants us to Eiffel
Yeah.
Tower him?
Yeah.
It was a troll on YouTube. They went, "Hey, may I ask a question, please, if you have time?" And I went, "Yeah, sure." Where it may not be in because there's a delay, but I have the
Right.
question. And they sent in, "I'd let the two Sams Eiffel Tower me."
Sweet.
I replied back, "Okay, but what's the question?"
Right.
And waiting for something clever. And it was something, have you ever heard about being oiled up and down? And I was like, "Yeah, no, ban."
That sucks.
Oh, too bad. I
I've
mean,
only had sex 5 times this year, and one of them produced a child. I was kind of in for it. Unban him and get him back.
The key thing in that, Graham, is that if we were to Eiffel Tower,
I'm in the mouth side.
Okay, that's fine.
It's less gay that way.
Here's the key thing.
Is
Here's
it?
the key thing.
I think so.
We don't know the gender of the person that was talking to us.
We
Right.
do. We do.
But here's the key thing, Graham. As the hands are connected and we're doing the Eiffel Tower,
Interlock fingers.
interlock
Have to.
fingers.
Yeah.
direct eye
Oh,
contact.
dead eye
We
contact.
gotta
Yeah,
look
100%.
right at each other.
Big time.
Words of encouragement.
You can get deeper, can't you?
You like,
Yeah.
you know what, Mr. Graham, you are doing a hell of a job, sir. Well, thank you, Sam. You're doing a great job too.
I'm in. Yeah, I'm in
that's-
for that.
You're gonna do it. Gotta go.
Unban him. Get back in
Commit
touch.
to the bit.
Who's this guy? I'd like to see him.
Is that it, Mrs. Houston?
syrup.
It's definitely a him.
Turkey syrup on YouTube.
It's
Right.
definitely a him.
That's it. Nope, we're done.
That is it.
That's all we're doing?
Oh, right. So
What? Any grievances you have? Mel, you? Anything?
I mean,
I've got a certain
burping on
got
air,
a certain number of people that are
going
on
late at
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
It's cold in the studio.
I mean, that's y'all's fault.
We want it cold in the studio. When it gets real hot, all we do is sweat and cough.
Yeah, burping in the mic. That's my
Late
that's
at
my
night's too
biggest
bad.
grievance.
Yeah, fine.
I actually have to. burp
We
right
drink. Oh,
I'm
well.
just saying, burping in the mic.
now. I muted it.
My
Yeah, I
least
heard it
favorite.
over here,
And if
though.
you're gonna burp. But it's the, and Graham does this the most. It's the, I'm gonna go talking, and now so you can't cut, and I'm gonna keep going.
Well, good thing
It
you
just
won't be
falls
here for-
out. It's not my fault.
know.
Good thing you won't be here for a while, Mr. Graham.
Yeah, I can't wait. You enjoy your fucking 4 o'clock record times.
Oh my God, it's gonna be so great. I can't wait. I'll be in bed by 9 p.m.
Any grievances for you, Mr. Graham, other than people giving up goals in the first 5 minutes of the second half?
That's the biggest one. I am coming up to a new one that I don't like a lot because of the concussion protocol. I think we've talked about this before as well, where players are now feigning a head injury specifically to make sure the game gets stopped no matter
Ew.
what.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
That's got to go. That's annoying the absolute
That's
fuck out of it.
terrible.
It is a common sense rule that has been put in place for something that is
Yeah.
not good for a player's health.
No.
And continued health post football career, right?
right.
To then turn around and use that for a nefarious purpose is only gonna detriment everyone else around you.
Right.
Yeah, Jim Stebbins wants to add.
He's gonna
players
say
diving.
something. Yeah. So Smokey had a big problem with this about Gabrielle. Gabrielle missed 2 further games post that glancing punch that wasn't a penalty that he said. He was pulled off in that game for a concussion protocol situation and then missed 2 further games. We don't always know how these blows are taken.
Right.
But in the replay, when you get hit in the shoulder and you grab your face and hold your head, we do know,
Right.
right? Especially when it's not like a whiplash situation, right? Which you can easily tell by the fucking replay.
Right.
When, it is contact on the head and you're not exactly sure, nobody knows how hard the shit was. Nobody knows if it hit a sensitive spot or whatever. All we know is Gabrielle missed 2 further games, right? So you have to give him the benefit of the doubt. Mikel Arteta wants to pick Gabrielle on his team.
Right.
Yeah. And I get it. It didn't look very bad. But there's a reason he came off. I'm tired of players using this and then the fucking forehead to forehead like Hoyland and Kyle Walker.
Yeah.
Stop using the head injury thing and the headbutt and just fuck off with that.
Because people do get legitimately hurt from it. It ain't worth it.
I feel like it should be a bit of a kind of a sacred space,
Right.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because it's such a dangerous thing for players. And what we've learned over the last 10, 15 years with Taylor Twellman and, a few others doing great work in this space, this is a serious concern for a lot of professional athletes. You want to feign an injury to your ankle because of a bad tackle and you want to get a card for somebody. You know what? Fine. It's part of the gamesmanship. It's annoying. I don't particularly care for it, but fine. The head injury thing, it should be a safe space, in my opinion, and people shouldn't use that as a means to get a marginal gain for their team. And that really does annoy the fuck out of me.
Well, especially considering to throw this towards NFL, the late great linebacker Junior Seau, when he tragically ended his life, did it in his chest, and in his note said, "Examine my brain."
Yep. Absolutely.
That's yeah.
Because he knew he was CTE.
Yeah,
he knew he had the CTE.
Understand the severity of that. That's
So
for certain.
the people feigning those injuries is disappointing to me, to say the least.
Anytime someone pretends to be a victim for attention or for gain is fucking gross.
Yeah, very
Yep.
much so. D-back. Very simple. And see, we worked that into a D-back as well.
Yeah, so that's
don't be a
that's what
cunt.
I would say. But other than that, happy Festivus. And if you want to Venmo me right now, $25, I will wrestle Sam in the nude outside in the break between the EFL show.
And if you Venmo me $100, I'll videotape it.
And you can watch it over and over again.
Don't I get a say in this matter?
No.
No.
We're over here making money, bitch. Shut up.
I'm keeping my clothes
Dance,
on.
monkey, dance. Oil up.
All right, everybody.
Grab the baby oil from the P. supply.
I got some truffle oil coming.
Okay,
Oh,
let me.
that is too rich for our blood.
Can I finish the show? Okay, great. Next up is going to be DU Does the EFL, where we recap everything that happened in the rest of English football. That is going to be on a separate stream. So if you're watching us now and you'd like to continue to watch us, we're going to take a quick break, come back with a new stream. That's just how we're doing it so that we can still be on all the platforms we're going to need to be on.
It'll be about 12 minutes.
Okay. Yeah,
Don't get discouraged. We are coming back.
Very good.
We promise.
And, of course, should somebody want to support us, Mr. Graham, how do they go about doing that?
It's easy. It's patreon.com/DU Football Show. There's one $5 tier to sign
I'll
up
read
to.
it.
And all you have to do is sign up to that $5 tier, and you'll get all of our extra content, everything that you need to get.
And, of course, when you are, whatever platform you're watching us on, be it TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, wherever you are, make sure you subscribe, and that way you can get alerts and know when we're doing the show, particularly when Sam's gone. There's going to be earlier shows. It's just how it's going to work out. So it will vary on when guest hosts can be here. So that way you automatically know, and you don't just rely on Mel's one post saying, hey, we're going to go at this time, which is always later because Graham's children disrespect him regularly.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Any more for any more?
Till next week, everybody.
Good night. Wish me luck. Pray for me. Hope everything's good. I will see you cunts in about 6 to 8 weeks.
10 fingers, 10 toes. Stud.
That's all that matters. Happy and healthy. Peace.